All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to something a little new. Today we're going to be doing a Kingdom Hearts 2 randomizer, and I'll be giving a little bit of an update about what's going on in my life and why I haven't uploaded for a little bit. So first, we're just going to get started. So, on the 19th of June, May, the 19th of May, my wife was going in for sinus surgery because she's got a bunch of Flare Force and Goofy Tornado. Holy moly! She's got a bunch of sinus issues. Well, she did. She's actually been a lot better since then. But so she went in for sinus surgery, and everything was okay according to the doctor and the surgeon. Everything looked good. Surgery went well. Everything was looking fine for afterwards. And we went home with a clean bill, told to keep an eye on it, and, you know, if there was excessive bleeding, let them know. Anyway, that's the first death. But to just keep an eye on it, gave her some meds, and we go home, and before we even... Alright, Goofy. Forgot about that. Before we even get home, she's already experiencing severe bleeding from her nose. And so... we call the doctor and the nurses, and we're like, hey, there's a lot of bleeding going on. Ah, come on. Goofy, you messed me up. So we call the doctor, and they tell us, oh, well, just do this, and if it doesn't get any better, I'm dead. Go into urgent care, and they'll be able to do something for you. And so we're like, okay, and so we're, keeping an eye on it, and it's not really getting any better. And so we go into urgent care, and I need to turn off Goofy Tornado. And this was a really long day. This all started at 11 a.m. Or I need to change the... That should fix it. We started at 11 a.m. and by the time we're done at the ER, it's like 3 a.m. on the 20th. So, just very tired, exhausted, and... Alright, that did not... I forgot it. Changes. I should have left. I'm just gonna turn it off. This is off to a bad start. So we get home and very tired, so just go to bed. And then the next day, she's looking okay, things are looking better, she's not bleeding as much. And so we're happy, we're relaxing, and then my cat falls off our fridge, and I think she hit her head against my hydro flask, and so I was like, oh, you dummy, you fell off the fridge, haha. And then she walks away, and I'm like, you dummy. And then she goes to jump onto our couch, which is about a foot and a half, maybe 2 feet tall to the cushions, and she makes it up there, but she has to like crawl to get up there, and she like gets up, and then she stands up, and then she just stands there, and we're like, what's up? And then she starts to, excuse me, she starts to slowly fall over, and my wife and I are both freaking out, like, hey, what's happening? What's going on? What's wrong? Why are you doing this? What's happening? And she just is not like responding. She looks very out of whack, very dazed, a little confused, and so we start freaking out, and then I'm like, okay, it's time. So I grab her cat carrier. Really? I usually don't have this much trouble on this. I grab her cat carrier, and we take her to the ER. And I'm not going to say the name of the place, but we take her and we, you know, check her in. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. And she is doing like okay. She seems to be doing fine. She's not a big fan of the carrier, and so she's like meowing the whole time. But she's, you know, responsive, and she's meowing at us when we talk to her, and she's just being normal. And I am not able to get this. So we give her to them, and they're like, okay, well, we can call you back in like an hour or 2 hours. We're like, okay, that's fine, I guess. And so they call us and they go, hey, we you have got to be kidding me. We can't get Freya's vitals because she's freaking out too much and she's being aggressive. And my cat, Freya, is not aggressive. She is the sweetest cat. And so that is already, you know, a bit of a like, okay, I don't believe you. What are you doing to her kind of thing. So we're already a little suspicious about the way they're treating her. And so we go and we're like, hey, can we come in and we can help you like take vitals if she's just not responding well, or, and they're like, yeah, sure, you can come in. And we're like, cool. So we go back. There we go. And we go into a room, and then they bring Freya out, and apparently she had peed on herself while they were trying to, you know, get her vitals and stuff. And I was just like, what were you guys doing to her back there? Like, if she's pissing herself because she's so scared, or just like so, I don't know, she doesn't do that. And so we were like, okay, cool, can we get the discharge papers? And they're like, oh yeah, well, you know, we can't really tell if there's anything wrong with her, so like, just like keep an eye on her. And we're like, okay, cool. And she seemed fine. She was walking around fine. She was hissing at the nurses, of course, but I blame them. So we take her and we go home, and we keep an eye on her overnight. We'd lock her in our bedroom with us and have her food and water and litter in there, just to keep an eye on her in case it happens again. And it doesn't happen again until the next morning on the 22nd, I believe, because I think this was the 21st. And actually, let me check my calendar. Yeah, it was the 21st. This happened on the 21st, and then the 22nd, this starts happening again. She's like super wobbly. She's falling over. She is just not able to stand up. But this happens at like 6:30 a.m. because she sleeps on my wife while we're in bed. And so Aurora notices, but I don't, I don't see it. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe you just like imagined it because you're worried about her and whatnot. And so, oh, a proof of peace. Okay, that's one proof. And the tracker's not tracking. That's excellent. Let's fix that. There we go. So we're just keeping an eye on her all day, and then she jumps up on the couch, and I see her falling over, and I'm like, are you just like rolling over, or are you like falling? And my mouse is on screen. So, just a little confused. And then she starts like, kind of like slowly pawing at her ear. And I'm like, okay, this is weird. And so I took a video and I was like, all right, I guess I'm going to go to a different vet clinic. I didn't need to go to an ER because it wasn't when it happened the first time on the 21st, it was like 8 p.m. So like everything was closed. And so I took her to just a normal ER because it's the middle of the day, or not ER, vet clinic because it's the middle of the day. And so I go and I do not want to go in there. Meet with these new people at this other clinic, and they are immediately so much better with her, and I'm very happy with how they're treating her, and they want to do everything in the room with me there, which is great because Freya trusts me and allows me to do anything I need to do to her. She's very got wisdom form. I might use that. She's very happy when I have to do things to her. She doesn't like when other people have to do it to her, but she's usually fine. So I happily take her vitals with the doctor there, and the doctor's like, okay, well, can't really tell anything is wrong, so we don't really know. And so I showed them the video, and she goes, oh, okay, well, all I can really do is recommend you for a neurologist, because that looks like a seizure. And I go, oh, okay. And she goes, yeah, so I'm going to give you a recommendation for this neurologist, where we really like her and we use them a lot. And I was like, okay, cool. And so I go to the neurologist, and they are fantastic, and we talk to them, and I show them the video, and they go, oh, well, that's definitely a seizure. Do you know why she's having that? I said, well, she fell off the couch, and I told them the story, and they were like, okay, well, we can do an MRI and see if we can maybe figure out if there's something wrong with her in her brain, or whatnot. So I go, okay. And they go, all right, well, we can get you in tomorrow morning on the 23rd. And I go, okay, that's okay, cool. See you in the morning, I guess. And they gave me some meds to give her. And she didn't have any episodes after that. So, and she hasn't since with this medicine. So we're happy that it's doing what it's supposed to do. But we go to I go back to the neurologist on Saturday morning, and there's an extra charge because they don't usually work on the weekends. And so they're like, yeah, this will take a few hours probably. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. And we got our first audio glitch. I'll just like hang around if that's cool. And they're like, yeah, that's cool. And so I just like went to a nearby gas station and got a drink and just sat around and read for 3 hours. And then they bring me in, and that's when it really like set in, and I started like freaking out. It wasn't really, it was kind of just, not really shock, just, I'm bad. I don't need to get those chests, I can get those later. I don't need them. Nothing important. So I am starting to like freak out. I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, what if they're like, oh my gosh, you have like 2 days left with her, and I started freaking out, and so the doctor comes in, the neurologist, who I hadn't seen. I had been just dealing with nurses, and so I meet the doctor for the first time, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this can only be bad news. And she goes, all right, well, it's good news. And we're like, oh, I'm like, oh, okay, thank goodness. And she goes, we can't see anything on the MRI, and so we did a cerebral spinal fluid tap, and we're gonna test that to see if there's anything infectious or fungal that's causing her to have these seizures. And I go, okay. And she says, we're not going to have those results until early next week because it's Memorial Day on the 25th. And so I'm like, okay. And so she gives me the more of the medicine and some steroids to give to Freya. And then we just keep an eye on her and make sure she doesn't have any more incidents and whatnot. And she's been doing okay since then. But I also forgot on the Friday that on the 22nd, when I took her to the vet, before that, I had to get up early to take Ben, regular guest on the channel, to a doctor's appointment of his where he was getting surgery. So I had been to 3, 4 if you count the neurologist, because they were a specialty clinic, hospitals in 1 week. And so it was very, very stressful. And then on Tuesday, the neurologist gets back to me and says, hey, there's nothing wrong with your cat. We don't know why she was having these episodes, but we can't really explain it. So it's just, this is called an idiopathic epileptic moment or something like that. And so I go, oh, okay. And so I am out like $6,000 because there's nothing wrong with my cat. and my insurance only covers up to $2,500 a year. So, I would have gone into debt to save my cat, but there being nothing wrong with her is great. I don't know. It's just, one of those things where it's like, I don't know. It's weird, and it sucks, and I just wish it never happened. Obviously, because it's scary for her, but also it cost a lot of money. And so, anyway, so that was my past couple weeks, and I got really demotivated to do anything, and so I'm back to doing massage, because I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but I am a massage therapist. I'm also in school for music, but I was doing massage therapy for 3-4 years before I started going to school full time while my wife was in school. And so gotta focus up real quick. So I started doing those again on the weekend, and it's pretty good money. It's not super consistent money, which is the main problem with it, is that I don't work at like a chain place. I work at a self-owned place. So it's not, super consistent clients, but it is a lot better pay. I forgot to do this. But my first day of work was yesterday on the 7th. And I had 2 clients, and they both went really well. So I'm really happy that I didn't lose my touch and because I pretty much only work on during the big breaks. While in school, because I just finished my community college. I forgot to switch to wisdom to get some XP. Forgot about that. Yeah, I'm dead. I need to reflect or something for that, so I'll just do that later. So yeah, the first client was really happy with how it went, and then my second client, when we got done, asked me, what's your like normal work schedule? And I was like, heck yeah, this guy wants to work with me again. Because that's, it's awesome to build up a regular client base. Because then I can make it consistent. It can be consistent money if that's the case. Fire is nice. So I'm like, oh well, I'm starting a conducting program, a summer conducting program that I'm doing for like 5 days. Starting that on the 13th or the 14th. And so I'm not available then, but most weekends I am available up until August, because I don't know what my new schedule is going to be. I'm going to a university now, so I don't know what my schedule is going to look like. I haven't signed up for classes yet, so because I can't, not because I am not on top of it. I wasn't for a bit, but I didn't really need to be because there was nothing happening. So he was like, I'll have to follow you up on that. And I'm like, heck yeah, this guy definitely, he wasn't just like asking out of courtesy, because that happens sometimes, is that people go, oh yeah, when can I like book with you again? And then they don't. But, so very happy that he wanted to work together again. And yeah, that's everything. Another reason I haven't really been uploading is that
This way. Let's
oh,
go.
I really wish you didn't shoot that.
This way.
Everybody else has kind of been unavailable.
This way. Let's go.
Cameron and Ben. I've barely seen Ben this summer. And I have talked to him almost just as much.
This way.
He's just not
Let's go.
around. I don't know what's going on.
This way. Let's go.
So, you know, whatever. But I should be able to do... I need to be able to do solo stuff. You know, that's important. That I don't have to have
This way.
my friends there in order for me to make good content. They certainly help because I'm I'm what is known as a riffer,
This way.
and so bits are much easily expanded upon and reach their peak when I'm talking with other people. Which is why I should probably start streaming. But it's just it's tough to kind of justify it when I'm not super. I don't know. It's the hardest part is getting started, and once I have at least a few people, I know that it'll be so much better. And it'll be just so much easier. But I did for a little bit, a few years ago. Stream from my PlayStation, and it was not always fantastic. But I think I have a few of those videos still up on my channel. I took down most of them because I wanted my content to be more clean, more concise. And so I took most of those down. A lot of them were like Dead by Daylight streams, or I don't know. I think I left up my Stray playthrough, maybe. I don't fully remember now. So yeah, I am going to try to get back into it. This is meant to be more of just a laid-back kind of thing. I don't think I'm going to do a lot of editing, but I wanted to put something out so that I can get back into it. Because if I get really unmotivated, it gets really hard for me to get motivated again. When I did streaming on my PlayStation all those years ago, I pushed myself way too hard, and I burned out really, really quickly because I was streaming every day. I'm an idiot. I should not have done this. I don't have Reflect. I don't think I even have Guard. Maybe I'll be fine. Streaming like every day, and just not taking care of myself between then, because I was also working a job that I wasn't really happy with. I was working at a high school as a security guard when I was a part-time student, because I didn't want to do massage anymore. I was just tired of doing it. It can get really mind-numbing, which is why I listen to audiobooks while I work. I don't know if that's super controversial if I'll get in trouble for that, but listen to a lot of audiobooks while I work, which helps. Because a lot of my clients, they don't really want to talk, which is fine with me. I'm not really good at small talk. I find it really hard to say, yeah, how about that weather? Like, you know, 6 times a day is crazy. So once I get to know a client and they want to talk about stuff, I'm happy to. Oh, I like talking to them about stuff, but it's really hard to kind of. I guess it's the time to build rapport is then, but it's still really difficult for me. I'm just not very good at it, and when I like meet new people, I'm never a small talk kind of guy. I immediately start having, you know, I ask big questions, you know, or if it's somebody that I but am going to be friends with for like a long time. My first thing is like, tell me your life story, you know. I want you to tell me your entire life story. And so that's always like the first thing I have people do when I start to get serious about them. And I can see myself being friends with them for a really long time, is that I get to know everything I can about them. Because it's important to me, and I like people to know my life story because it's kind of complicated. And I've dealt with a lot, and I've lost a lot, and so it's important to me. Don't do it. That people know, you know, why I am the way that I am. Can't believe I lost it right before it ended. I'm gonna have to do this like normally. So, you know, it's just, I didn't have friends for a really long time when I moved to Minnesota. I'm from Arizona, and for the first few years, it's really hard to make friends with people when you're not out and doing stuff. I might have to use a drive recovery. I should probably check my abilities and stuff. I probably have a lot of things that I should have equipped. Yeah, look at that. Got a lot of armor I should have put on. Let's do Shock Charm. And I got a Cosmic Arts and I'm not even using it. Holy moly. That's crazy. I don't have any ethers. That's fine. But look at that. And I got a power boost, defense boost. So when auto final. I'll put that on. I might farm to get final. Let's do that. Can't do it here just yet. Because I worked at a chain when I first moved here, because I was like, I have to find a job. And so it was just easiest to find a chain place. Great. So I worked there for a bit, but it just wasn't for me. And nothing on anybody who does. But it was way too corporate for me. So I, found a different place, and I tried out a few places, but took about a year until I found the place that I'm currently at, and I've been there ever since 2022. So I've been there for almost. Oh wait, no, I think it was 2021. So I've been there for almost 5 years, which is cool. When I first started there, I was full time. I was working full time for massage therapy is like 30 hours about. So I was working full time at that point. I should have checked my keyblades. I might have some better keyblades. So working full time there, and I was making okay money. I was making like 30,000 a year because I was quote unquote self-employed. It's kind of a problem among a lot of small businesses is self-employment, especially in massage therapy, because yes, it's easier for everybody if everybody's self-employed, quote unquote. Even if it is like a business, it's just easier. But that requires me as a self-employed person to pay a lot more tax, which is fine because a lot of it can be deducted through like, oh, the space I worked at is not mine. I'm working and I'm not being paid 100% per massage. Like the other 60% that I'm that the place I'm working at is getting is counted as rent. So I can say 60% of my expenses that I make, because my claim that when I go to taxes, my income is 100% of the massage charge, and so but I only get 40%, and 60% counts as rent, and so I can claim that, and that takes out most of the tax. I still have to pay taxes, obviously, but it's a lot better, and I didn't really know that when I first started. I was kind of like, oh, self-employment, cool, I can just make my own hours. I didn't really get it because I was new, and I was young. I'm still young, but so the moral of the story was that I was young and dumb. Anyway, so I guess I'll just tell a little bit about when I moved here and stuff. So I moved to Minnesota when I was 19. Moved in 2020, so yeah, 19. I moved with my now wife, then girlfriend, Aurora. She was accepted to the University of Minnesota, and so it was Minnesota or like Virginia or California, and I had just finished massage school, and so if I wanted to work in other states besides Arizona, I had to take a national test. And so I was looking at the places that she got accepted to, because she got accepted to UCLA, UMN, and then I think the University of Virginia. I don't remember what the Virginia school was, but I'm pretty sure it's that. So I did some research, and I found that in the state of Minnesota, you do not need a license to practice massage therapy. And so I was like, well, let's move to Minnesota, because also Aurora wanted to move to Minnesota, the long term, she was born in Alaska, and her grandparents are from Alaska, and they have a cabin up there, and so she used to go up to Alaska every summer to visit her grandparents, and so she's always wanted to live there, but Alaska is crazy expensive, and you gotta be rich if you want to live there. So she had decided that Minnesota was the closest thing to Alaska, and that one day we would move there because it was also great. It had great education. It was great for new families to live. Great housing market and everything, and it was a great place to live. And so, okay. How about you do something, Donald? So we moved here in 2020, and we got a place, and oh, I meant to grind out final. Let's go do that real quick. I can do it here, right? Yeah.
Let's go.
Did I put on Light and Darkness? Let me check real quick. Combo Master's nice. Yeah, I did. Okay. So we had a place lined up to move in, and I might need to be doing this around enemies. I probably need to be doing this around enemies. So we had a place lined up, and then they lied to us about... I meant to use the drive recovery. They lied to us about the place, and the place we were supposed to move into was not ready. I should probably... Oh, yeah, I'll just do this so I can get my drive back.
Give me strength.
There it is. Alright, let's get out of here before I get destroyed. So they moved us into a unit, and we were like, this is not the unit that we, talked about and wanted. And they were like, oh, well, it's a 2-bedroom, so you'll be fine. And we're like, okay, that's okay. And so we lived there for a couple weeks, but my first day of work at my new massage place, I'd gotten the interview, I did a demonstration, they really liked it, they hired me, and then they were like, alright, your first day is going to be this day, September 22nd, I believe. I don't fully remember, which is a shame because it's a bit of an important date, because when I woke up that morning to go to work, my mom had called me and she said, Noah, I need you to sit down. And I was like, okay, what's going on? She's like, last night your father passed away. And I was like, oh, okay. What happened? And she goes, well, he supposedly went in for surgery. I hadn't heard about my dad going in for surgery. My parents were divorced. They got divorced when I was about 10. So I wasn't really like, I wasn't really close with my dad after that. So he was living off somewhere else with a new family, and but I didn't really, okay, I didn't really keep in touch a lot, which, whatever. Obviously, I feel guilty about that, but there's not much I can do about it now. But so I call into my work and I go, hey, I'm not going to be able to come in today. My dad died. I need to, like, my mom's like booking a flight for me so that I can I should revert and then use this as experience here. I should be able to take another hit. Yeah. Give me 1 second. Need to focus. I did not mean. I forgot that it elixir. Whatever. I'll get hit eventually. So my mom's like booking a flight because apparently the funeral and the viewing and everything was going to be that day. And so I was like, okay. And so I go and I wake up my wife and I go and I wake up Aurora and I go, my dad died last night. And so, you know, I'm obviously in a little bit of shock. And so I pack a bag and I head to the airport because my mom got me, you know, the quickest flight she could to get me home to Arizona. And then I get there, and by the time I got there, she, you know, informed me that, in fact, it was not happening that day, and it was going to be happening in a few days. So I forgot to take out Flight in Darkness, whatever. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'll be here for a few days. And so I call my work and I go, hey, I'll be out for a little bit. Sorry about that. And they're like, it's fine. take your time. It's good. I'm like, okay. Thank you. So I've got a weird coping mechanism. I tend to crack a lot of jokes. And so I'm cracking jokes with my brothers about my dad and stuff and like him dying. And it's obviously probably not in good taste, but I don't really know how to cope in another way other than it's that, or I shut down completely and I'm just not like, I'm just not a very, I don't know, I'm just silent a lot. So I go to his funeral, which is like a 3-hour, 4-hour drive away from my mom's place, and I see a lot of my dad's side of the family that I hadn't seen in quite a while. At least 5 years it had been since I'd seen them and hung out with them and stuff. And so that's a second proof. I need to check my keyblades. I keep forgetting. And I need to change my... Yeah, experience boost would have been nice. Let's do Sweet Memories. And then this has got MP Ridge. Let's do on Final. Let's do... Kingdom Key is pretty good. So I go to his funeral and I see him, and he looks a lot different than how I remembered him. Obviously, because that's how it always works with the chemicals that they use when they, pump them. But also just like the person that I knew looked a lot different than that, and so it's weird to kind of lose him twice, I guess. I don't know, because I hadn't really thought of him as my dad for a really long time, because when I was 10 years old, I didn't know why my parents got divorced, but I learned later on why they got divorced. 2 cures here is that's funny. And I blamed him for the divorce. I'm not gonna go into too much about it, but the main thing was that he didn't think he deserved to be happy, and so he was sabotaging himself, and so he just was kind of self-destructive. He had a lot of substance abuse problems, and which is what led to him needing to go in for surgery. I believe it was a kidney or a liver surgery of some sort, because he was an alcoholic, and he got done with the surgery, and they said, you should probably stay here overnight, and he said no, and so they were supposed to give him some blood thinning medication, and either they didn't, or he didn't take it, and so he went to bed and had a heart attack while he was sleeping, and that was it. And so it was that was kind of the reason I wasn't really close with him, was because I blamed him. I don't really say blame. I knew it wasn't my mom. So, oh my lord, do it. So I just wasn't really close with him, and I was always like, I vow that I will never be like my father. But going to that funeral was so eye-opening to me in terms of what my dad's life was like, and just how much different he was, because it was my dad obviously had struggles. This is not where I'm supposed to be. My dad obviously had struggles, and he had problems that he didn't deal with in a healthy way. But I realized that nobody on my dad's side of the family wanted to acknowledge those problems, and they didn't want to accept that that was who he was. So it was really weird for them to tell these stories, and I'm like, yeah, these are about my dad, but that's not really who my dad was. You know, like it's weird to like to claim that you're trying to honor his memory, but then not acknowledge that his memory is a little bit tainted. You know, that's fine. Not everybody's perfect, but to just completely ignore that the problems that he had does not honor him in terms of who he was. Just ignoring who he was doesn't make it, you know, any better. But they were always like that. They always ignored his problems. They kind of got really mad at my mom for divorcing him, to the point where even my dad was like, "Hey, get off her back. It's not, you know, this is not because of her. You know, it's a mutual choice. But, you know, she didn't do anything wrong, and she was a great wife. And so, you know, my dad was he was a good man, but he just, like I said earlier, he didn't know how to accept that he was loved by other people, and that kind of bled into everything else. When I heard some stories from my mom later on about when my dad was a kid, his parents, my grandparents, bought him a skateboard, and they forgot to give it to him for Christmas. And when he was like digging around in their closet for something, he found it. He said, "Was this for me?" And they go, "Yeah." And he goes, "Oh, okay." And he asked that because on the packaging, on the gift wrapping, they misspelled his name. Holy moly. His name was Brandon, and they spelt the wrong Brandon on his gift. And that was just kind of a repeated kind of thing that just happened a lot. Holy moly, stop it. I didn't mean to go final, but whatever. Where it's just a lot of like not really knowing him, like my grandparents or my aunts and uncles just didn't really like get who he was, and I think that led to, obviously, I obviously think that led to the problems that he had. And so when it came to unconditional love, he didn't really know like how to accept that, because he himself did not love himself. He didn't like the person that he was. And so I think throughout his career of like his marriage and being a dad, he didn't know what to do with himself when other people showed him unconditional love, because he didn't think he deserved it, because he didn't love himself. And so I think he was just a lot of the time punishing himself with, you know, the substance abuse and stuff, was that it was just a punishment to himself because he didn't feel worthy. And that sucks. But yeah, I learned a lot about my family then on my dad's side, and I saw them a little bit later because a few months later, my grandpa died on my dad's side, and so I saw them again. And yeah, but ever since then, I haven't seen them. My grandma died not too long ago. Like I think back in February, my grandma on my dad's side passed away. But I didn't go to anything for that because I didn't want to. But also there was a big old family contention about some stuff, and apparently my grandpa left some money for like my brothers and I, and that's great. I would really appreciate it if you just hit the barrel. You don't got to do a lot of fanfare. You just got to hit it. So yeah, I didn't go to that. I didn't have anything to do with that because I'm not. I didn't expect anything, and so when I found out, oh, the will was changed, and oh my lord, bruh. There we go. The will was changed, and now my brothers and I aren't going to be getting anything. It wasn't a big blow. I didn't expect anything. So, yeah, but so yeah, the end. I guess I'll talk about the game a little bit now. We got an okay run going on. I'd really love a reflect or something, because it's absolutely broken, and I can beat the game with a reflect or two, depending on my magic stat. But this is going well, and there's final form. I didn't need to grind for it. Whatever. Let's go. Let's go take care of Captain Barbosa. Alright, man, chill out. The end. I'm pretty good at wisdom form because I had a lot of practice with the mushrooms. I don't remember which mushroom it is, but the one outside of the tower in Twilight Town. Let's go fight Pete. He is over here. Got a couple good spells. Final form is good. I should probably do Twilight Town to level it up, but yeah, I won combo him. Let's finish this off. How's about to change? There we go. think of other stuff to talk about, but I don't know.
It's over.
How about them Yankees? Am I right? Alright, let's finish him off. Automaster. Eh. I'd really prefer if you just gave me normal drives so I could level up my other ones. Let's do Space Paranoids. I can clear out this boss probably pretty easily. Especially with Final. I have an auto cutscene skipper on. It doesn't always work. That cutscene, I don't think. Holy moly, I've got no pickup range. I thought I had draw.
It's over.
Oh, is that all the damage I can do? Oops. Forgot about that. That wasn't going great anyway. That was really slow. I should probably use more magic. I need to customize my quick my shortcut. Nice throw, Tron. Oops. I would really appreciate if Donald didn't just immediately die. It's probably because I never turned Sora attack back on, but whatever. I'll cope. Okay. Alright, man. You're not cool, buddy. Thank you, Donald. I do have Cure. Let's do that. There goes Final. There we go. I'm trying to think of other things to talk about, but I'm not very good at just talking unless I'm telling a story. I don't know. Because there are things that are happening in my life, but I'm just trying to figure out what all I want to say, you know? Let's go do this now. Because I don't want to just pour out all the things that are going on in my life, because a little bit of privacy is good. I forgot to take off Light and Darkness. Whatever. This will be fine. Just take care of everything here. The end. I jailbroke my my PlayStation 3 not too long ago, which is pretty cool. And now I have like 100 some odd movies on my PlayStation, which is dope. I'll probably need to buy a hard drive soon because I'm out of space. I finished that off this morning. I completely wiped out the rest of the storage space that was there, which is cool, but I didn't get to fully I was also doing TV shows, and I didn't get to do all of a TV show, so I had to just do the first few seasons, which is fine. You know, I've got plenty of other shows on there that it's mostly shows that Aurora and I have been meaning to watch, but haven't had access to, like stuff on Apple TV, and so it's cool that we can do that now. Let's finish this off. Where's the next place I should go? I should probably go to Twilight Town, although I'm not the biggest fan of doing it. It'd probably be best. Need to check my abilities and stuff again. I don't think I could do the rest of... I should probably do Twilight. I'll do Halloween Town. Let's do Halloween Town. After I change... two negative combos. And 2 drive boosts. If I...
Take this. This is it.
Hell yeah. Alright. That's awesome. Alright, let's change some of these. I don't want potion. I like Cure on X. I like Fire on Circle because it does a circle. And I like Reflect on Square because it's block. But I guess I'll do Magnet for now. I think that'll mess with my combo that I'm doing a little bit, my double negative, but I think I'll be fine. I guess I'll talk a little bit about Kingdom Hearts in general. My first Kingdom Hearts was Kingdom Hearts 2. What? A third negative combo? Okay, I thought it was gonna stop me from attacking at all. I thought it was gonna take away. I don't have wait, do I have Combo Master? No. How strange. I really thought that was just gonna stop me from attacking, which I thought was gonna be funny, and I was gonna try to do a fight without it. without doing any attacks. Level 40 is nice. I think I have my max level check on 50 because I don't want to do any like actual level grinding because that's lame. Perish. So my first Kingdom Hearts game was Kingdom Hearts 2, and that was for the PS2. And I didn't really. I was a kid. I was really young, and I didn't fully get it, and I got stuck on when you get to Disney Castle. You don't have to do that in this game, or in the randomizer, but in the original game, you go to the Cornerstone of Light, and it's got the thorns all around it, and it's like semi-missing. And so when they were like, we need to talk to Merlin. Up until that point, everything had been done for me, you know? It was like, go to this place, but Disney Castle was really small, and it was like, they were like, we should talk to Merlin, and I was like, okay. And then I was like, I don't know what to do. And so I called my cousin, well, kind of, they weren't really, it was my my uncle's girlfriend's kids. And so I was like, hey, how do I do this? And they're like, well, you got to go talk to Merlin at, like, over in Hollow Bastion. And I was like, okay. And so I got stuck there, and I don't remember if I finished the game my first time when I was a kid. I remember getting to Zigbar, though, in the world that never was, and I remember getting really upset because I couldn't beat him, and it was because I had never changed I was playing on like easy mode because I was a child, but I had never changed my equipment, and I didn't know I had abilities, and I didn't know how anything worked because I didn't read menus in games when I was a kid. I didn't have time for that. I just wanted to play the game. And for the most part, I didn't, I played Jak and Daxter and like Ratchet and Clank, and so I didn't really need to read menus to understand how things worked. I kind of just got it. Like quick tutorials, it was like, press this button to do this. And it's like, okay. So I didn't really. This was my first RPG of sorts. I know it, some people don't classify it as that, but this was my first experience with something like this, where like menus and stuff, like the command menu and stuff. This was the first time I didn't play any Final Fantasies. I had mostly played like PopCap games. So I wasn't really experienced. I was also young. Whatever. So I didn't know about like guard and stuff until my second playthrough, when I played it on the PS3, when I bought it for myself and was like a preteen to teenager. I don't remember exactly what I was. But I played through it then, and I bought the 1.5 collection for the PS3. And I was like, I guess I can play Kingdom Hearts. I think I had played Kingdom Hearts 1 before, but I think I don't know if I got past Destiny Islands Um, and I just, or if I did, I don't think I definitely didn't get past the deep jungle, Tarzan's world. I definitely didn't get past that, because that, even when I was older and I played through it when I was a teenager, I I got lost a lot. Just there's a certain amount of charm to the first game, but I don't I much prefer Kingdom Hearts 2. I think it just, everything that was good about Kingdom Hearts 1, the only thing that really, I think, got, I don't want to say worse, was the story, and it got a little more convoluted, but, you know, that's fine with me, because I like a good story, and so I wish I had limit form or something. I wish I had any other form so I could level up my stuff more. So I like Kingdom Hearts 1, but I prefer Kingdom Hearts 2, and I think I might honestly prefer Kingdom Hearts 3 as well. I'm trying to think of a Kingdom Hearts. I think my least favorite Kingdom Hearts is probably Dream Drop Distance. Yeah, I think it's Dream Drop Distance. Or no, Rechain of Memories. I can't play that one. I find it so boring, and I can't get past like World 3. I think I maybe got to the second floor once, or maybe the third floor. I don't remember. I'd have to check my PlayStation achievements to see how far I got in that game. But I just was not the biggest fan of it. I didn't like the playstyle. I would, if it was like normal Kingdom Hearts, I probably would have been fine with it. I didn't like the card system, and I just didn't really vibe with it. So yeah, it's because I finished Dream Drop Distance, even though I'm gonna turn the game down a little bit. I'll probably do that in post as well, but just for me right now, I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. And then I'm gonna skip this cutscene. I finished Dream Drop Distance. I didn't 100% it. I platinumed every single other Kingdom Hearts. I think the only ones I haven't played are 365 over 2 days. I played oh, what was the one on the DS? I forget the one on the DS. He's got the cubes. I should just thunder everything. Or not. They don't like magic. Okay. And I was really excited because I thought it was going to be on the 1.5, 2.5 remix, because it's there, but it's just it's a movie of all the cutscenes, and I was really mad about that. I was like, it's a DS game. You can't like port it. That's not what I meant. I didn't want to cure. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't, but I was spamming L1 and X, so let's just keep beating this dude up. Get off of me. What the hell? Get off of me. Heyo. Oh, we got a second blizzard. That's fine. Um, it is driving me crazy that I cannot think of the name of the game. The name of the Kingdom Hearts game. Am I done there? I think I'm done there for now. I don't think I can take Zaldin. I could probably do Jafar, but I don't want to. I need Reflect. Ugh. Let's do Hollow Bastion. So yeah, I really love Kingdom Hearts 2, and so when I finally got a PC last year, one of my first things that I wanted to do with it was start modding Kingdom Hearts 2 and start doing randomizers, because I was a big fan of it. Well, there's one. There's one Reflect. Very happy to see that. Put that on in a second. I watched a lot of other people play randomizers, and I was like, that's definitely what I want to do. I want to, you know, I didn't mean to do that, whatever. Customize, we're going to put Reflect on square. If I need to use magnet, I can just use it in my menu. Alright. Can't use Final here, so I can't level it up, but whatever. I'll just, demolish them. There we go. Alright. Let's go back. There's some more checks I can do. Oops, I forgot to talk to them. I forgot to talk to Sid. Hey, fellers. Bye, fellers. It'll probably be faster if I take the skateboard. What else? That's a good. A second fire is good, and a second thunder, or a third thunder. That's Thundaga. Let's go. That's really good. I hope I get Magic Lock on. It's really good with the final boss, with the unknown armor or whatever. I liked Birth by Sleep. When I was a kid and I first saw it on PSP, it was a buddy of mine who had it, and oh, I got Genie. Okay. I watched the opening cutscene, or like the trailer for it, and it like really gave me the creeps, or it really made me sad when I saw that blonde boy get frozen when I, and so I was like, I'm never gonna play that game. That's scary. I was a very scared kid. That might be weird to say, but I really appreciate if you didn't run away.
Thunder. Back off. Back off. Thunder. Thunder. Back off. It's over. Thunder.
Heyo.
Dance, water, dance. Back off. It's over.
Big fan of just using combo finishers, especially explosion.
Back off. It's over. Back off. It's over. It's over. Take this. Take this. This is it. Take this. This is it. Thunder. This is it. Light.
We traded. Oh lordy. I would really appreciate it if you just stayed down for 5 seconds. So I can just punish you.
Dance, water, dance.
It's not super helpful for this fight, because these guys are
This is it.
best when I
Take this.
hit them once and I'm able to do that.
This is it. Back off. This is it. Back off.
But it's fine.
It's over. Back off. Over. Take this. Take this. Back off. Give me strength.
That's not what I meant to do. You know what, whatever. I know a lot of people harp on anti-form, but I kind of like it. Sometimes. It's not always the best. Oh, whatever. Alright,
Dance,
I should
water,
probably
dance.
change my setup. I have a really bad problem of just like getting a good thing going and then not checking it like ever.
This is it. This is it. This is it. Take this.
The only time I really change something is if I you know, get something I know.
Take this. Heal.
And Donald died as soon as I...
Take this. This is it. It's over.
No! Can't believe that got me.
Dance,
And I would really appreciate it if my teammates just ran away, honestly. That'd probably be helpful. If they just stayed out of the way.
It's over. Back off. This is it. Back off. It's over. This is it. Let's go. Fire. Yeah. This is it. Fire.
Really?
Fire.
Alright, buddy. Oh, come on. I keep talking about changing my stuff, but then I don't go to look what I got. Take that off. Take that off. I don't need no XP. You can turn that back on. I don't want auto limit. It's goofy. Donald's auto limits are good. I should probably, yeah. Let's do strength. I got a few ethers. Then I'll do one elixir. In case things get dicey. I forgot that it automatically does it. And it's not when you're in health danger. Whatever, it's fine. I guess I can talk about a little bit what I've been reading, because I do a lot of reading. Not as much as Aurora, but you know, I do other things, so. Alright, I was about to say, do I have Berserk? Oh, great. Now I don't get to finish the fight. That might have just been a throw. I might have just thrown by going into a form. It's fine. I'll be fine. Fine. No! I can't believe I just threw like that. That was so dumb. Now I have to do that all again. Except for this time I get to not put on auto limit for... I forgot to put on my new armor, whatever. There we go. And there's the proof. Let's go finish the game. I could probably do it. I would really appreciate it if I had more... If I had limit form. That would be great. Actually, let's go... We'll go finish this off. worry about it, Yuffie. I got it. I've played Final Fantasy VII since I, you know, started playing a lot more video games since I was a child. I played the remastered, the one, and I really liked that game. I used to be a bit of a trophy hunter on my PlayStation. Kind of lost that. I don't want to say drive, but it's just not, you know, it's just not what I go for anymore in terms of games, especially on Steam. I just I don't really care too much about achievements, and I care more about having fun or finishing the game. I actually I played through Hollow Knight Silksong on my PC, and I keep meaning to go back, but I almost have all the achievements for that. That game I did care about getting all the achievements because I did that for Hollow Knight. I platinumed that. So I wanted to do it again for the second game. I liked Hollow Knight, Silksong. There were some things that I obviously, you know, had some complaints about. I really don't want to do 1000 Heartless, but I'll do it. I didn't like that almost everything in the game did 2 damage. Like, what's the point of giving me, you know, if you're gonna give me 6 HP but everything does double, like 2 hits or 2 damage, just give me 3 HP. And you know, or I think you start with 5. So like just give me 3, because that's basically 3 hits anyway. Give me 3 HP and everything do 1 and some things do 2. You know, just it's just it was a little weird, and there were obviously some areas that I did not like. I hated the like sewer place. I don't remember the name of it. It was like the Rotten something. Not a big fan of that place. But I really liked. I don't want to be that guy, but I'm pretty good at because of how much I played Hollow Knight. I played a lot of Hollow Knight. I was pretty good at the combat, and I was able to get it down pretty quickly. And I had some friends who were less than experienced as I was. So it was, you know, hearing them like, oh, I've been having trouble with this boss. I'm like, really? That isn't, you know, that's weird to me. I was just about to say where they go. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I cannot believe that. That's crazy. It's 1 check. I'm just gonna not do it. I've got the entirety of the world I never was to find a. Let's see. Oh, I don't have any experience. I see. let's do this. Let's do a little bit of. I'll get final up to like level 2. I think that's the only one I have available right now, unless I get something from these chests. If I get another form. Can't go that way yet. What's funny is that how much I've played this game, I still get lost here, and I take some of the most inconvenient paths when it comes to getting around town and going anywhere here. I'm just like, I don't remember what door goes where. It's really weird. It doesn't make sense in my brain the way that it everything's connected. Go here real quick, get these chests. I'm trying to think if there's another place I can do another experience boost. I've gotten I have a few. I've got quite a few experience boosts. Maybe I'll do that in the world that never was. Maybe I'll do a little bit of level grinding. Gotta go up here. Yeah. And then go final and level up immediately, because I'm just gonna kill these guys with. Oh, level 3. Oh, right. You can get level 2 by itself, but then level 3 you need 1. Maybe I'll just let these guys do what they're gonna do to me. No, they're not gonna do it before I lose. Oh, level 4. What? I'm confused. I guess I was just talking out of my ass. Ooh, full boot plus is nice. Second reflect is very nice. That's definitely going to carry me through the end of the game.
Let's go.
Oh man. It's fine. I get my drive back.
This is it. Take this.
I've been playing a lot of Minecraft recently, while just hanging out with my friends in the Discord. I was thinking about starting a server and doing that with them, and probably streaming that, because I think that'd be fun. I've got some more friends that I wanna do content with. I was also thinking about maybe getting a Subnautica too, because it is $30, which is really nice. But also, you know, it's not out yet fully. and I've got to think about, like pre-ordering games and stuff, because I've done it a few times. I think I've only really done it twice. I did it for God of War Ragnarok because I loved the first game and I knew that it was going to be good. And I pre-ordered Last of Us 2 because I really liked the first game, and I thought I would love Last of Us 2, but that didn't end up happening. I actually got a refund on that game because I just was not a fan of the game. So, yeah. So I've just always been a I'll wait till it's out kind of guy. Let's go fight Roxas. I don't have a limit, so I don't want to do the quick run, but I will if I have to. Oh, okay. I really wish I had limit form. I love limit form. It's so good. It's so helpful. Because the last few fights, just, you know, Donald and Goofy are just not there. So they are, most of my forms are just gone. And I can only have limit. So it's just, it's really nice to have.
It's over.
I think I did too much damage. Now he's not gonna give me his things. Yeah. Whatever. I can do this normally. Ooh. I didn't think I'd have time to get it off, so I didn't risk it. There we go. Got Peter Pan, which is fine. I'm not really good at summons. I don't really use them. Hey, Blizzard. That's great. I know there are some good techs that you can do with Genie. I've not really practiced them, and I've just not really ever really felt a need, because I'm good enough at the game with drives and stuff. Let's turn that off. I'll probably use Flare Force with Zigbar, so. Yeah, let's do full move plus. Let's do Shadow Archive. A little bit of a let's hope I don't die here. Hey, Magnet. That's cool. That's almost all the magics. Anyway. I wish I had Berserk. I really like using that strat against Sigbar. Is Berserk horizontal slash. I might have it on Keyblade. I probably should have checked. Oops. Yeah, I should have checked if I had Berserk on a Keyblade. No. But Air Combo Plus is good. So I'm not gonna do Drive Converter. Let's do that. See if I have any better armor. Grand Ribbon is great. That's just better. Alright, let's do this.
You really shouldn't have betrayed us.
You really shouldn't have betrayed us.
Gotcha now. Clever little sneak.
Oh, you're doing the double there. Okay. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. I would also really love once more. that'd be great.
You really shouldn't have betrayed us.
Gotcha now.
Clever little sneak.
I can shoot at you too. Oh, Donald's dead. Oh, come on. I didn't want to dodge roll, I wanted to
You really shouldn't have betrayed us.
quick step. I forgot the name of it. I wanted to do the long one.
Gotcha now. Clever little sneak.
Yeah, that should be it. I don't know why I was trying to just do Duck Flare only. I should have just started with Final. Done the infinite. Strength boost is cool. Auto limit, that's... Ugh, if I get once more or second chance, that'll be great, but I just don't know if I'll be able to. Another Stitch. Give me a lot of summons. Just too bad I don't use them.
The first to run out of time is the loser.
Ugh, I forgot to put on auto limit, so I didn't get to use it. Oh.
The first to run out of time is the loser.
Oh man, it changed right before. Fuck! That's fine.
It's over.
Okay. Okay. Whatever. I'm dumb. What am I doing? I'm panicking. I am so dumb.
Don't squander your time.
Ugh. I cannot believe I just threw like that. That's crazy. I'm so used to the I'm so used to the data one. That probably was off time anyway, but
is the loser.
all right, buddy. Think you're so cool.
The first to run out of time is the loser.
Oh my lord, bruh. I thought I have Combo Master. Why are you stopping the combo in the air?
The first to run out of time is the loser.
It's over. This is it. Back off. It's over.
Look who's on top of the game. Scatter. Fold. Fold. Sword.
Alright, let's not mess it up this time.
Do you know the rules?
The end. Hey, once more! That would have been really helpful for this fight. I should have put that on before I came in here. I'll be fine.
Do you feel it? The
The moon's power.
Moon, shine down. I misjudged you.
Right. Let's go.
Oh my lord, I can't believe it. I can't believe he survived the duck flare. That was honestly surprising. Let's see, what did Oblivion have? Impious Terra. That's not good. I should have probably checked that sooner. Alright, well this fight's about to go a lot easier.
Do you feel it? The moon's power. Moon, shine down. I misjudged you.
Oh, Donald's dead. I didn't notice. Ugh, whatever.
Do you feel it? The moon's power. Moon, shine down.
There we go. Alright.
I misjudged you.
Give me strength. Fire. Fire.
No execution. I want to see you die fighting. No execution. I want to see you die fighting. No execution. Moon, shine down.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Come on, Donald. Yeah. One more time.
Do you feel it? The moon's power.
Ugh.
Moon, shine down.
Yeah, this is it.
I misjudged you.
Give me strength. Fire! Fire! Rando!
Moon, shine down.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
I misjudged you.
Yeah.
No exit.
Oh, come on. That was dumb. I don't know why I was just sitting there. I was hoping that it would just come back in time. But I shouldn't have risked that.
Moon's power. Moon, shine down.
Oh my lord, bruh. Spamming. Spamming that
Do you
that
feel it?
reflect,
The
but she's
moon's
not doing
power.
it.
Moon, shine down.
Okay. Just didn't do it for a second. Whatever.
Misjudged you.
Oh my lord, bruh. Donald, please. Can you guys just run to the opposite corner?
Moon, shine down. I misjudged you.
Light!
What the heck?
No exit. No exit. I misjudged you.
Excuse me. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Alright. Bye-bye. Cannot believe I was having so much trouble with that. Yeah, alright. Welcome, Riku. Donald! Hey! Cure number 3. Combo boost is cool. What am I doing? Yeah. Oh wait, I need to also use a... Just use a drive recovery. Big fan of this fight.
Come closer.
Come closer. Yar. Alright.
Come closer.
Ugh. Bye-bye. I'm a big fan of finishing them off with just a quick thunder. The wrath of Zeus upon them. Let's end this.
Let's go.
Okay. Let's do that again, but better. Bye-bye.
It's over. Take this.
Oh my. I don't think I've ever died during that fight before. That's crazy. Proceed. Oh. I thought it was going to take me out.
Curse and
It'll take me out now because it gets rid of Goofy. And it's just Riku. There we go.
hearts are power. Nothingness is eternal.
Oh! That was close.
Embrace nothing. Embrace
Let's do it again.
nothing. Nothingness is eternal.
Alright. This one went good. Wish I had a Trinity or Magic Lock on. That'd be great.
Embrace nothing.
Almost just messed that up real bad. Oh, I did. I did mess it up bad. I can't believe it. That's crazy. Now I have to do it again. That's great.
Hearts are power. Nothingness is eternal.
I love when it gives me a close building that's not out of my range. Oh, okay. You're not gonna do the lasers? Alright. That's fine.
Embrace nothing. Nothingness is eternal.
That's out of range. Okay. Okay.
Why do you despise the void?
You've got to be kidding me. Ugh. I don't know what's going on. I never have a problem with this fight.
Hearts are power. Nothingness is eternal. Sora, are you certain you can trust?
Happy to not have to do the big old dragon fight. Thanks, Riku.
Embrace nothing. Nothingness is eternal.
Scared I wasn't gonna get there in time.
Embrace nothing.
Ooh! Am I dumb? I must be dumb. There must be something wrong with me. What am I doing? Just jump right in the laser.
Parts of power. Nothingness is eternal.
Ooh. Getting real close.
Embrace nothing.
I'm so dumb. What is happening? Why am I why am I doing the things that I'm doing?
Parts of power. Nothingness is eternal.
That's always very scary. That's... What is wrong with me? I'm just doing, like, everything wrong.
Nothing. Nothingness is eternal.
Very happy that spawned right under me. Very nice. Alright, now let's go finish him and not mess up.
Embrace nothing.
There we go. Almost messed that up. Again.
Anger and hate
are supreme.
go together.
Oh, right. There we go. Alright. GG. 2 hours and 30 minutes. That's not too bad. I had a run a couple days ago. Look how many checks. Or in the world that never was. That's crazy. Good thing I have just enough magic to thunder him. Because that's so cool. Let's get some Monka W's in the chat, huh? Let's get some poggers, poggers, poggers. That'd have been really funny if there was a if there was a check I really wanted on him. Well, there it is, folks. The end. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I needed to put out something. So, I hope your lives are a little less chaotic than mine is at the moment. It's kind of calmed down, but, you know, life's crazy. Have a great day.